Hi there, and welcome to the second of two videos where I'm showing you how I play Henry Glover's Me and My Crazy Self, covered by Lonnie Johnson and more recently by Jeff Healey. And it's Jeff Healey's version that I learned first and then sort of developed and based this particular thing on. First video showed you the introduction and the chords and explained it's in a 12 bar in the key of B major. And this is the solo that I play in the middle of that. There's a link below to the first video and probably a link to the a video that I did where I just play the whole thing straight through. So I'll play the solo I'll play this solo at normal speed first of all, and then I'll go back through each riff nice and slowly. I'm not going to go into painful detail about this. The solo is based around the first and second position B minor pentatonics overlaid with the second and third position B major pentatonics. So if you know where those two scales are, then you'll have no trouble sort of figuring this one out and following along. But what I'll do is I'll play the solo and then I'll play each riff a few times nice and slowly and explain where I am and what I'm doing. Okay, so we're starting, as I say, in the first and second position B minor pentatonic. So your first riff will be on the 9th fret of the 3rd string and the 8th fret of the 2nd string, and we'll start from there. Okay? Okay, so let's make a start on the first riff again. 3rd string, 9th fret, 2nd string, 8th fret. I'm playing that with my 2nd and 3rd fingers. So we're sliding up 2 frets to the 11th and 10th fret. We play... That happens 3 times. Then we go back to the first position minor pentatonic B, and on the 9th fret on the 3rd string we're bending it and then releasing. So your first finger is on the 7th fret on the 3rd string. Okay. And then with your 3rd finger lay onto both the 2nd and 3rd string. Sorry, yeah, 2nd and 3rd string on the 9th fret. Pick both of those together and then pull off so that your index finger is also playing both the 2nd and 3rd strings. And then to finish out the riff, we're sliding from the 7th to the 9th fret on the 5th string. And that's basically the 3rd position major pentatonic B scale. And then just to finish it off, a little pull off on the 4th string from the 11th to the 9th fret. Then we go back to where we started. Do that 3 times. And then we go back to the 7th fret on the 3rd string, slide to the 8th fret, 7th fret 2nd string, 9th fret 2nd string, and then with the 3rd finger jump to the 1st string. So you're bending half a tone, maybe as much as a tone, somewhere in that sort of region. Nice and sharp bends. And from there, so okay. Then running down the minor pentatonic scale. Okay. So when we get to this position, which is the 6th fret on the 4th string. You're in that position to drop into that E9th chord that I explained in the first video. This part of the it's basically the 5th bar of the 12 bar, so you're into the major 4th chord. So we're using an E9 there. And what I'm doing in the middle of that is I'm dropping my little finger onto the 9th fret on the first 2 strings. Okay. Okay. And when we get there, then to get the next part is again back to the 7th fret on the 1st string, 10th fret on the 1st string, and you're bending it maybe half a tone. 7th fret on the 1st string, hammer onto the 8th, down to the 9th fret on the 4th string, and then the 7th fret on the 1st string. Okay? And then we're back to playing the 2nd and 3rd strings with your 3rd finger on the 9th fret. Pick those and then pull off. So your 1st finger is also covering the 2nd and 3rd strings on the 7th fret. Pull off and then hammer back on, or pull off and pick back on. 7th fret, sorry, 9th fret, 7th fret, 6th fret, 9th fret on the 5th string, 6th fret on the 9th string. And what I usually do when I'm playing it at full speed, that 7th to the 6th fret is just a slide, not a pick. Then slide to the 9th fret on the 4th string, 6th fret on the 4th string, and then pick the 9th fret on the 4th string. Then slide to the 8th fret on the 3rd string. Okay. And I'm playing the 8th fret on the 4th string, but also the 7th fret on the 2nd string. Sorry, 8th fret on the 3rd string, and then the 7th fret on the 2nd string. And I'm picking them both together, sliding them both together. Sometimes I pick them both, sometimes it happens I only pick one. It doesn't really matter. Okay. So we'll go from that. And one more time. Then I'm just picking the 4th string open to get me into the E9 or triout. So I'm picking all of those 4 strings together, or those 3 strings together. That's the 7th fret 5th string, 6th fret 4th string, 7th fret 3rd string. So you pick that and then slide it sharply up 1 fret and then slide it sharply up another fret. Okay, so it's going from E7 to F7 to F sharp 7. And then when you get to the F sharp 7, drop your index finger onto that C sharp note, the 9th fret on the 6th string. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going into the next run, which is again a simple run down a scale. from the 9th fret, bend the 11th fret, back to the 9th fret, 11, 9, 11, 9, 11, 8, 9. Those are the fret numbers on that scale run. E9. And that's pretty much the same run that we played earlier on. And then to finish, we go back to that slide that we played to open up the solo. So you're sliding from the 9th and 8th fret on the 2nd and 3rd string to the 11th and 10th fret. Back 1 fret, and with your index finger play the 9th fret on the 4th string, slide back, okay, back to the 7th, hammer onto the 8th, and then hammer from the 7th to the 9th fret on the 4th string. Then down to the F sharp 7 on the 2nd fret. Play that twice. Okay? So the whole thing again, very slowly from the top. 3, 4. Okay, I hope that's useful. Thanks very much indeed for watching.